Hello, welcome to part two of leveraging brand partnerships for passive income. We're talking about the 10K per month blueprint to help you generate at least $10,000 per month in passive income through brand partnerships, or sometimes called brand deals or brand sponsorships. Brand partnerships can come in a various models, and how you approach them depends on what your particular goals are, your impact, and your financial goals. But there's so many ways to participate in brand partnerships. And so this is a way, again, to give you that flexibility, not only to increase your reach, your brand awareness, but bring in passive income so that you don't have to work harder. You can actually work smarter, work less, and make more money. So that's what this is about. This is part two, us closing out this particular part three. We finished part two last week where I left off at monetization. So showing you how to monetize your content. So in order to secure brand partnerships for the purpose of what we're talking about today, you need to be a content creator, right? That means you need to be a creator of content of some form on some platform that is reaching an audience of who? An audience of listeners, an audience of watchers, or of viewers, but you need to have some audience of which you are putting out valuable content, in which brands can take notice of and partner with you to get their brands in front of your audience. That's the whole point of these types of partnerships, and it can be very, very, very lucrative for you. So as you come on in, let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, what your business is. If you're new here, welcome. We're glad to have you as part of the She Boss Talk family. This is the year of financial freedom. So these series that we are bringing you in shows is to help you gain financial freedom, to build wealth through entrepreneurship. And one of the key focuses that we've been working on is content, because if you've heard of content is cash, it's true. Content is king, is true. Content is where it's at. And so if you're able to strategically create content that is valuable to someone, some audience, which it is or it can be, then it can help you make a lot of money. And one of the ways is through brand partnerships. So today I'm going to focus on answering questions. So this is definitely the time. If this is new for you, if you've never heard of brand partnerships, or if this is something you would like to explore, if you want to know more, have questions around content creation, this is the time to get your questions answered. So feel free to ask me in the comments. If you are a content creator, let me know in the comments. So if you are online, if you created any type of content, you put out any type of post, this is a reminder to you that you are a content creator. You might not have been at the point where you're thinking like you're a content creator and that you've actually activated it and started operating strategically, but you are a content creator. If you are online, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, if it's Meta, if it's Instagram, if it's LinkedIn, Snapchat, TikTok, if it's a blog or a podcast or a live show, it doesn't matter what type of content it is that you put out. If you are putting out any type of content, you are a content creator. And there are companies and brands willing to pay you a lot of money to get their products and services in front of audiences in which you serve, that you're creating content around. That is to get in front of your followers. So just take a look at the platforms you're on. What is your follower count? How many people are following your page? How many people are engaged with your page? Are you consistently growing, or do you want to grow? These are things that you want to ask yourself. And if the answer is yes, it's important to take strategic action. And so if this is your first time viewing, I would highly recommend you go back and view parts 1 and part 2. You can find those under the video tab on either our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. And that is where we're putting out all the information on how to generate $10,000 per month in brand partnerships or brand deals. This is important because, again, it can go much higher than that, but I think This is reasonable for anyone that is creating content and wants to use content to generate more cash for your business, and do it without a lot of exhaustive effort. One thing about content creation, I watch a lot of content. I'm strategic about the content that I watch. And I look at content too strategically to see, what can I do differently, or what can I, do better as far as, the content that I'm putting out, and the impact that we're making. And there's a lot of content creators doing a lot of great things, and they're just, what it is that they're just creating content about around what they're already doing. So think about, what are you already doing? What are you already passionate about? What are you already talking about or want to talk about? What are you already an expert in, that is really nothing for you to start creating content around it or talking about it? Where people struggle oftentimes is that they're trying to figure out something new to talk about, instead of something that they already like, enjoy, passionate about, have concerns about, talking about to their family and friends. But now you can take it publicly, right? Or it's already content you're putting out, but you're not really consistent about it. So if that's the case, then it's time to what? Get consistent. Because if you hear everyone I've heard talking about that's a content creator that's doing very well, always the number one thing that they talk about, that's about their success story, is consistency. I was just at an event this past weekend called the Pink and Black Honors. That honored entrepreneurs from around the country. Many of my peers were there locally, and some flew from out of town that were being honored. Some that also came from out of town that were part of the pitch competition. And one of the featured guests was Tabitha Brown. I speak about her a lot. If you have not heard about her or seen any of her interviews, I highly recommend that you check them out. But she talks about, when she blew up, when she first, was out there, she really didn't want to create content, right? She considered herself an actress. That was her lane. And the Lord put it on her heart to tell her to start doing videos. And she didn't want to do live videos. You know how I tell you all to do live videos? I tell you to do it for a reason. If you want to get results, you need to be engaging in videos, putting out video content, and even better, doing live videos where you can really engage your audience. But she spoke about what led to her success. And part of her success is getting a many brand deals. Like, she is getting have so many brand deals left and right. It's just it's amazing. But what she stated was she was uncomfortable at first, really didn't want to do it, didn't see what the importance was, or why it was necessary, or how it can benefit her. But she decided to be obedient. So that's one thing that she spoke about, is being obedient to her calling, or what she was being asked to do, whether she liked it or not, whether she was comfortable or not. The point was that she was obedient. And then once she decided she was going to do it, she became consistent. She talked about how when she first started, she had 0 views. The only views she had was like from her family and friends, right? When she became a vegan for her health, she was putting out these videos, she was cooking, but gradually people started to watch, right? People started to tune in, and her following got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Especially after her one video when she was eating the Whole Foods sandwich went viral. Okay, so that's the thing. She didn't know anything about what viral was, or when something was going to go viral. She showed up the way she was supposed to, did what she was supposed to do, was consistent in it, and one of her videos hit big. It became viral. So that's important for all of us, and you're putting out content, is be consistent. You never know what you put out that will go viral, that people will be attracted to, that will lead to your next opportunity or success, or help you to blow up in some capacity. You don't know what that is. So the important thing is to put out content and put it out consistently. And one of the things she also mentioned was that she struggled with is that once she did, right, have this notoriety, right, and she was like, okay, how do I go get these brand deals? There was no one to help her. There was no one to help her. She asked people, and no one would help her try to figure it out. So what does she have to do? Try to figure it out on her own. So that's why I'm here to explain to you, to share with you how you can do it too. Because we need to be of the mindset to help each other. Knowledge is power, and sharing is caring. There's enough opportunity, enough wealth in the world that we don't have to hoard it all to ourselves, that we can help another person that's trying to get into the game. Because that's what our counterparts do. So, as I'm doing it, as she does it, I would encourage you all to do the same. So, let me talk about scaling. And then, one of the things that I wanted to share with you all that I talked about in one of the previous in part one or part two is the press kit. I'm going to show you our press kit, and then I'm going to walk through some of the pricing for two platforms, right? So just so you can get a point of reference for what content creators are getting, or what you can charge as an influencer, right? Or and the types of influencers there are is really, putting out, not to have these labels, but they're really categorizing it to see where you can fall into and how much money you can really make passively from putting out content or sharing content of other brands in order to bring you in more passive income. All right, so let me go to, again, scaling. So these are some of the strategies that I'm going to be talking about today. And think about these strategies as far as scaling your brand partnerships and increasing your earning potential. One of the things that I was talking to my brand partnership manager about is the use of influencer agencies. So I'm going to be putting, dropping an article or the top influencer agencies in the comments. So this is, you don't have to do this, but as a way to get out there, a way to actually scale it is actually to get on a platform where I consider it as like a matchmaking platform. Like they do this a lot in government contracting, where there is an app or there's an agency or a website or some type of network where they partner influencers with brands, right? So you on the platform, so that gets you more visibility. You have a profile that's put up about you, your brand, what it is that you do, and so people can easily find you and connect with you through a platform where they may not have been able seeing you before, right? But you can do this without it. But again, this is one of the ways that you can actually scale your business, or scale the ability for you to gain more partnerships as you continue to be strategic in the content that you're putting out. So think about some of those. Think about doing that. Is that using influencer agencies to help you in getting your brand out there? Exploring partnership opportunities with participants from complementary agencies. So think about people, your own peers. It doesn't have to be like top Fortune 500 companies. There are all types of companies that engage in what we call influencer marketing all the time. So think about, who do you already know that you can be partnering with, as far as their brand needs, as far as their products and services that they're putting out, and how you can creatively share their content, whether you're sharing it in a post or reel or story, or you're doing a product review. Again, the types of partnerships can come in different formats as far as how you're putting it out creatively. I know a brand just recently reached out to us, and we're talking about, how we're going to, work with them. And what they brought to us was they want us to do a product review. So if we're going to do a product review, typically if you do a product review, you have the product. So this is a product that you, one, need to use and love and like in order to be able to do a product review about it. And not necessarily like, because I talked about some of the the reviews, they do a lot of fuel reviews. So like a lot of restaurants have really blown up because of content creators or influencers that do food reviews for them. They'll go to the restaurant, they'll eat at the restaurant, and they'll give an honest review. I know one of them is Keith Lee. He's very big on TikTok, and he tells them, I'm gonna give you an honest review. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. And he gives them a rating from like 1 to 10. And so you know that he's giving an honest review. So you know, no one can pay him. He does this all the time. That is his content. And so as he grew, then he started doing like sponsored content. Okay. And so, but he does honest reviews. Go look him up. So you can kind of see. So that's just gives you an example. Is not just you could be you can partner with products, physical products, digital products. It could be companies like restaurants that want to get the word out about their restaurant. Maybe they're launching a new restaurant. Maybe they, you know, want to gain access to a new audience. You never know what these brands are, you know, what they're needing. And also, if you know what it is that these companies need, then you can approach them with an idea. That's a way to scale. So don't even wait for them, because this is new to a lot of companies. So it being new means that there's a lot of opportunity for you as a content creator to say, okay, to go approach them with a proposal, with your idea as how you can help them gain more followers, how you can help them get more customers in the door, get more eyes on their products. So companies really appreciate that. So another thing that I would say as far as scaling is reaching out to brands. So I said this in a previous video, is to take inventory about all the products that you use currently, about products and services in your life and in your business, but also think about some other ones that you want to reach out to as well. Make that list and start going through that list and making those connections, because again, this is new for a lot of businesses, and they could see a lot of success. And the more that you're able to partners you're able to bring on and have success with, and be able to have that social proof and show that you get these results, then more you can gain more and more and more partnership opportunities. Okay, so I also mentioned, and I can't mention this enough, the importance of once you start really getting into the not just the content creation, but the brand partnerships, is when you're creating the content, track your data analytics. So across all of the platforms, they all have various types of analytics. Get familiar with the analytics on the platforms that you're on, that you're going to be using, that you're going to be doing the partnerships with, or highlighting the brands through these different platforms. So maybe you're going to pick Facebook, or maybe Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn. Decide which one you're going to use, but track the data and then review the data. So once you put out the different campaigns with utilizing the partnerships, it's important to keep that data, because new partners, as they're coming on, they're going to be asking you for the data. They want to know, okay, who are you partnered with? Have you partnered with others before? What did that partnership look like? What did it consist of, right? And what type of results did you get? So you're going to need to be able to explain that information with potential partners. So just anticipate what these brands may ask you, and just be ready to provide the information. One of the things also that we focus on is building long-term relationships with brands for ongoing partnerships. So I mentioned before that maybe, you know, you get with the brand, let's just say Walmart, and you know, it starts off at one way, right? So maybe they approach you, maybe they want you to be an affiliate for them and introduce affiliate partnership. But know that this is a partner that you want to have long term. And so you may start off with one type of partnership, and that grows into something completely different and something bigger and better than what you had expected. Also, if you start off with one, maybe a smaller type of partnership, again, don't be afraid to propose alternative opportunities for you all to partner together. So that's something that we always do. We're looking at what do we think is going to be a win-win-win, right? A win for them, a win for us, and a win for the customer. That's really the most important, because we need to be aligned, we, us, and the brands that we're partnering with, on the products, services, or the solutions that they're bringing, to make sure that they align with our values, align with what our goals, align with what our customers and our followers want, and what it is that they need. Because if you're not looking at that and you're just partnering with anyone just for the sake of it, is really not going to work. So all the way around, you have to be really strategic in your approach. Like, we're not ever going to bring anything to our audience that we don't think that they need, or something that they want that's going to be beneficial and helping them to grow in some capacity. So just think about your audience and what your audience's wants are, what their needs are, and then think about yourself. What are the goals that you have for your business or your company or for yourself? Like I said, you don't even have to have a company. You don't have to be a business. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to be a content creator and be able to take advantage of brand opportunities. There was a woman I saw just the other day. I think she had just left her job. I don't know. She worked at Target or somewhere. And she did a post. Again, never know what is going to spark interest. She did a post, a regular post on something, and woke up and she had like 1 million views. And was astounded by it, shocked by the fact. And I think it was just something she was sharing about her personal life, right? She has a family. Maybe she was cooking or shopping and showing what she had gotten. But let me tell you, right after that, she was able to quit her job, or she was able to replace her income uh, multiple times over. And she decided she made that like a full-time career, to be a content creator, just living life and turning on a camera to showcase what it is that she does in everyday life, right? So it's nothing that she needed to do different than what she was already doing. So for instance, if you're a mom, and you shop, your mom, or you have a spouse, or you cook or whatever, you shop for the family. Just think about the fact you go to shopping at Sam's Club or whatever, and you video that trip, and talk about the trip, what you're able to get, how much it costs, how long it lasts for your family, or maybe you turn that into actually cooking a meal from it, or maybe you talked about how you set it up in your pantry or your refrigerator. Look, these are all things that you do every day that you could turn on the camera on, and people do it and they made tons of money, right? So again, this is the $10,000 blueprint. This is $10,000 a month that you can make in brand partnerships, but you can make a lot more than that. But I think this is a really good starting point, and this is just to show you, you do not need to be extraordinary, right? You could do whatever you do every day and start creating content around what it is that you do every day. It doesn't have to be any different. I see people with kids all the time creating content around what you do as a family, right? Or what your kids are doing. Maybe you have a kid that's rambunctious, or you have pets that, get into it, do funny things, and turn on the camera. Turn on the camera and start posting these things to social media really quickly. I mean, again, consistency is key, but you can tell what people like. And then based on what people like, can create more of that content. And it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Again, these things happen every single day. They're happening right now. So again, you don't even need to have a job. You don't even need to have a business. You don't need to be an entrepreneur to do this. You need to get in your mind that you're a creator of content. Decide on the type of content you want to create, who you want to create it for. Find the platform where that person is, or those people are, and master that platform. Build your audience, right? Build a community around it, and start taking advantage of some of these brand partnership opportunities. Now, one thing I have to say, I say this repeatedly, is another, not just a way to scale your business, but there's a lot of opportunities here that people often miss. And so look at networking and collaboration opportunities that are available. So, maybe, networking opportunities, both virtual and in person. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, talk to people, find out what it is that they do and how you can collaborate together. If you find out what it is people need, you can offer them an opportunity. Especially if you are already a creator of content. We do this all the time, right? So we invite people to, write on our blog. We give them the feature. We allow women to do that. We give them a feature. We put their information there in the blog. That gives them more visibility. And we also do sponsored um features in our blog and in our newsletter, and as far as posts, where everyday entrepreneurs and business owners can hire us to promote their products and services to our audience. So know that you have peers that are looking for the same thing, or maybe, again, maybe this is new to them, because we know that there's a lot of people that struggle with getting visible, with getting eyes on their products, getting the product in front of the right people. And the bottom line is, we just don't do enough marketing. We don't put ourselves out there in front of enough people to get the sales it is that we desire for our business. So taking advantage of opportunities to network and collaborate with people, to me, is a no-brainer. But for other people, I mean, I don't know. So, I think it's sometimes a lack of confidence in oneself or in one's business or in one's offering. So we really got to get a handle on our confidence and understanding that we need to show with confidence, because if we don't, that is really going to impact our sales. It's going to impact our pricing. It's going to impact how we see ourselves and our products. So that means you're lowering your value. And when you're approaching brands, or they're approaching you, and they say, okay, well, and we've had brands approach us and say, well, maybe, okay, we want you to, sponsor a video and to promote this product, and we're going to give you $100. Well, if we didn't value ourselves, if we were not knowledgeable about this industry, so first we value ourselves, then we educate ourselves about the industry and what the offering, what the market is asking, saying that we should be getting, right? So we know if we are low balled, and based on our following, that was super low. So, we go back in and negotiate. We let them know, okay, this is our starting price. But it's hard to do that if you don't know what your pricing model is. So that's why it goes back to, you have to know what your financial goals are, so that when people approach you, then you're ready to negotiate and tell them what it is that you're requiring, right? Or are you staunch? Or are you willing to negotiate, on the pricing for brands? So, or offer some alternative, sponsorship opportunity that may reap you more benefits than what was presented to you, because sometimes they only know one thing. Our team really focuses on a more comprehensive program. So when someone says, okay, we like you to, just do an Instagram post, well, an Instagram post only goes so far. It can do a lot, right? But I think for us, we want more programming, right? So we want to build on that relationship. So maybe we do that, but typically we would create some type of other program where they are the sponsor, maybe they are the exclusive sponsor around a workshop or a master class that will be inclusive of an Instagram post or Facebook post or something like that. That we offer to them, and they come back and they're like, oh my, I didn't think about this, but I love it. I love this idea. So again, make sure that you're offering your ideas too. Even though they come to you for one thing, offer them some propose alternative, and see what happens with that. Okay. So I see you all out here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, feel free to ask your questions. You're so welcome. I'm happy to share this information, because you can get started today. You can be making money, start making money today through creating content, right? And securing these brand partnerships. You can do that right now with products that you're using and sign up to be a partner with companies. So companies have all types of partnership programs. 90% or more of the products and services you use have either affiliate partnership program or referral partnership programs. You can start there and then work your way up. But even just with affiliate marketing programs, people make millions of dollars just as affiliate partners. You don't have to do anything else, and you can make millions of dollars just being an marketing affiliate marketer for companies. So partner with ones that you know and love, and it'll be easier for you to share it and promote it. You share and promote stuff anyway, and you do it for free. So why not do it and get paid to do it? Okay. So let me just show you really quickly our press kit, because I said I was going to show it. Okay, so this is our press kit. Okay, this is what it looks like. And I think this is important. So this just gives you again a point of reference when you're creating your media kit or press kit. This is ours. We created this in Canva. So that's one of the tools that I said we use every day in our business, and we are partner with Canva. And so we get a commission for any sales that we get through them. I could talk about them all day, every day, because we use them every day. I love Canva. You can do everything in Canva. Okay. So we created our media kit. And so when we send out our media kit, so anytime we're doing outreach to brands, we're emailing them, we send them our media kit. So they have all the information on me and She Boss Talk in our media kit. So this is something that you want to create and build on it. So we just improved it. We're making edits right now to include some additional information just based on one of the last meetings that we had with one of our partners that we're working with right now. And so let me just go slide by slide. So this is the beginning. Then I have information about myself, me being the host of She Boss Talk. I have my expertise, what my expertise is. Definitely it says highlights that I'm a YouTube partner and influencer. I'm also an Amazon influencer. So it's just not for social media. Amazon is a platform. Pinterest, are you a Pinterest influencer? Are you an Etsy? Are you on Etsy and you sell a lot of products on Etsy? Don't forget about these platforms. eBay, anywhere online that you could potentially get brand sponsorships. Okay. And then we have some awards and recognitions here, so they can see me in the news, and more information about us. So you want to have information that talks about you or your brand or your business, whatever it is, or you as a content creator and the impact that you are making. So we have that here. And then we have a page where we highlight our statistics, right? So I explained to you is all of these platforms have analytics. They have data analytics, or you may call them insights. So you want to use this. These are all going to help you get started and also help you to be able to scale. Because if you know and understand your analytics, then that will help you make the right strategic decisions, right? And you can leverage your social media statistics in order to get brand deals. And you do not have to have a super large following in order to gain brand partnerships, okay? You just need to be giving value and to the audience that is a shared audience, okay? So these are some of our statistics. You see, we have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we have our mailing list highlighted here. So these are our top platforms. And so we don't have all of our platforms on here, but these are the ones we chose to highlight. So you can make a determination on which ones you're going to highlight as well. It can be one platform. Like I said, some people, one platform, they mastered it. They got, they got 1 million followers. I know Tabitha Brown said, when she was at the event last week and somebody had mentioned TikTok, she said, no, I got my start on Facebook. We got our start on Facebook. That's where God told me to go to Facebook and start a free live show spotlighting entrepreneurs. And that's what I did. And it's grown to what it is today. So then we talk more about our program. So in our press kit, we talk about our podcast, we talk about the blog that we have, so that these brands know that we're not just on social media, right? We also have a blog. We also have a podcast. We talk about our tribe, our membership programs on Facebook and YouTube. These are all monetizations that we have. We talk about our She Shop, which is our merchandise. So we have stylish, brand merchandise, t-shirts, cups, mugs, hoodies, and the like that inspire, empower women. We talk about our grant fund that we started. Our pitch competitions are highlighted here so that they know we're doing a lot. Like when we just met with a well-known brand and they looked at our press kit, they were amazed. So even if we're meeting with them for one thing and they're like, okay, we're really impressed by you. Like, and we find like we have really good synergies here. We both have the same goals. They're more likely to be open to additional opportunities, but it's up to us to make the ask and to present it to them in a way that they clearly understand and can take action on. So we talk about our women's virtual high tea and our virtual women's of influence events. So they know we have a lot of programs and events that are for women that spotlight women in business, right? And we have our women's business guys. So we're showing them that we have a lot going on here. We have an ambassador program. We have a sponsorship program. We offer advertising services. We offer a grant tracker membership. We talk about everything that we're doing. And then we talk about some of our episodes, some of our top episodes that we've had. So if you are doing video content, which I said I recommend that you be doing, then you can put pieces of your content. So whether they're videos or links to the blogs that you have or podcast episodes, you can highlight those here. Talk about how many podcast downloads you had or how many listeners you've had or what all the platforms you're streaming on. These are really that's really good information to put in your press kit so that they know, right? So we on a podcast, we can actually partner with them to do an episode specifically on a podcast if we wanted to. So because we're on so many platforms, there's so much opportunity there. But highlight your content so that they know, right? So we put the top and how many views and what the title is, and we put the link here. So they're like, okay, let me check this out. They can click directly in here and it'll take them directly to the video so that they can see for themselves. So it's not just that we're saying this. They can go and see the video and it would tell them exactly how many views that it has, right? And this is in counting because these videos are always available and people are watching them all the time. And then we include testimonials. So I always say for entrepreneurs, you should always be gathering testimonials. People share testimonials with us all the time, every day, all day. And so we collect them and then we use them, we share them. So put your testimonials in here. Testimonials are if people are commenting on your posts, take a picture of them, right? Screenshot those pictures. If they, sent you an email talking about how much they love the show or put a comment in it about how much your show, resonated with them or the impact that you made on their life or the results that you helped them to get, put it in your press kit. And then we have like our partnership packages, what type of partnership packages that we offer. And then we do customized, right? We do customized proposals for a lot of the brands that we work with. But these are like our get started packages, letting them know, like for our live show, podcast mentions start at 1,000, product reviews or recommendations start at 1,500. We have exclusive event coverage is at 2,500. We have 30-second video trailers that are 2,500. Sponsored videos start at 3,500, and they go up from there. And then we have identified our partners. So at our last meeting that we had, they asked about some of our partners, like who are some of your partners and what do some of those partnerships look like, right? How do you partner with other people? So we have the list here. And so as we continue on and gain more information and insights, we continue to improve that. That's why it's good that it's in Canva. So we give them the viewable link, and then we have an editable file that we can always go in and update. Okay. And then make those updates available to our partners. And then we have on our last page is how to contact us. This is our contact page so that they know it is directly linked. They know who to contact for partnerships. We have a direct email for partnerships. So depending on how big you are, again, you want to make sure you have an email, whatever that designated email is, be responsive to it. Make sure you highlight where your website is if you have one, and definitely your social media. Where do you want them to go to check it out, to see what it is that you're doing on social media? So that is our press kit. And then one of the final things is that I'm going to walk through with you is some of the pricing. And so since I'm actually working on moving my merchandise to Shopify, and Shopify has a special program for Black-owned businesses, I'm taking advantage of that. And then they just, I believe they just announced another opportunity here. But they have a blog here that has really good information on influencer pricing. And I'm going to drop this in the comments as well as my press kit, so you can take a look at it, and you can model it for your own self. Use Canva, what other tool that you decide that you want to use. Okay, so it says some of the same things that I said about, like, what are some of the considerations that you want to take or factor in when you consider before partnering with a company, right? Or what companies look for before they look to partner with you as a content creator or an influencer. So what are their goals? Do they want to increase brand awareness? Do they want to increase their sales? Do they want to increase their followers? So that's important for you to know as a content creator, what is their goals and how you can help them achieve the goals that they have set out for themselves. Again, at the top of the list, we see here affiliate marketing, a sales model where brands pay third parties to recommend products and services to their audience. So in return, the third party receives a referral commission. We are the third party, and most brands have affiliate programs because it's low risk and the commission is only paid after products are purchased. It's one of the best types of partnerships. It's been the most lucrative for me. And commissions can be like up to 50% or more. I'm going to scroll down here and just focus on like the particular platform. So this is Instagram. So the 2021 average cost for Instagram posts was $1,170 and $906 for Instagram story. This is for one post. Okay. So do the math, take out your calculators and calculate. Okay. That's the average. Okay. So when they take the lows and the highs, the average is $1,170 per post on Instagram and $906 for a story. That's one post. Okay. While these are estimates, our average for influencers is helpful to predict your budget, your goals, and your budgeting. Okay, the budgeting for them as the brand, they have a budget of what they're going to spend or pay you to promote them and help them achieve whatever their goals are. Right down here is a rate sheet, so I want you all to be able to see this. Okay, so this is like an example. Typical influencers have rate sheets. They have for the content that they are willing to produce. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So as you're putting out content, as you're building your press kits and you're building your price sheets or your rate sheets, this is something that you want to think about, and this is going to be helpful point of reference for you. So use these rates as a default when modeling and predicting your outcomes, so the influencers understand their audience and reach. A partnership might not even require a negotiation. Right. So it says, according to Influencer Marketing Hub, the standard Instagram influencer rate sheet based on reach is as follows. So again, know what it's based on. There's many factors, but based on reach, you have a nano influencer with 1,000 to 10K followers. They charge typically between $10 and $100 per post. That's still good money. Again, remember, the average American doesn't even have $500 savings in their savings account. So just think, all you need are 5 posts. 5 posts. So maybe you partner and do $100 post 5 times a month. That gives you your $500 that you can put into your savings or to your reserves. Micro influencers have between 10,000 and 50,000 followers. They typically can charge between $100 and $500 per post. So again, that's a brand saying, we want you to post our brand. We want you to share this post. They give you, they have a caption or a photo or maybe a video, and it's one post. $100 to $500. Mid-tier influencers have between 50 and 500,000 followers. So we're in here. We're in the mid-tier. Okay. So we can charge between $500 and $5,000 per post. So just think, if you can get to the point where you're charging $5,000 per post, right? So maybe you're $5,000 per post, then all you need to get to that 10K a month is 2 posts, right? Macro influencers between 500 and 1,000 and 1 million followers can get between $5,000 and $10,000 per post. And then mega influencers have over 1 million followers, can get 10,000 plus per post. Okay. So this is a lot of money. This is a lot of opportunity for you to get a lot of money if you are really focused on becoming being strategic about being a content creator and being consistent with it. And then so let's look at TikTok. Okay, so the average cost for a sponsored TikTok is $3,514. So that's the second highest after YouTube. For the person that responded to my post yesterday saying, about YouTube, YouTube remains the number 1 platform for partnership and monetization, meaning the money that they're going to pay you. The TikTokers that you see, the influencers, they make more money on YouTube. That's why they send everybody to YouTube. Their main thing is YouTube, where you have longer videos, right? So they have a YouTube channel and they have shorter videos on TikTok, and they always leading you back to their YouTube channel. Okay. So again, if you haven't taken my YouTube masterclass, I highly recommend it. It is in the description of this video. If you have a YouTube channel and you just haven't started getting with it, it's time. And YouTube lowered their requirements again. So it's easier now for you to become a channel partner and be able to monetize your content, your video content. Okay. So TikTok, $3,500. Okay. Second highest to YouTube, which averages $4,491 per video. Okay. These are averages per video. Okay. While the cost for TikTok is 3 times that of an Instagram post, producing video content is more time consuming than creating a photo. Okay. So you're going to get more for your video content. Okay. So let's just take a look at for TikTok nano influencers, again, between 1,000 and 10,000 followers is $800 per post. Micro influencers between 10,000 and 50,000 is $1,500 per post. Mid-tier influencers, 50,000 to 500,000 followers is $3,000 per post. And macro influencers between 500,000 and 1 million is $5,000 per post. Mega influencers over 1 million is at $7,000 per post on TikTok. Because we know, again, TikTok is a video platform versus Instagram, which is more pictures, but they're actually becoming more video, adopting the video, but they're more having pictures. So when you're posting, they post a lot of pictures, right? So again, these are just a few examples of what you can expect. Those are just two platforms that we focused on right there in that example. So again, it varies across the board. That's TikTok, that's Instagram. There's YouTube is even bigger. That's what I tell you. If you're not on YouTube, you should be on YouTube. But the point is that it doesn't matter what platform you decide on, master it and know that you can make money there. I mean, it doesn't matter. So maybe you say, okay, I want to do Instagram, right? Or your followers are on TikTok, you want to do TikTok. Pick your platform, master it, be consistent, building your community and get those brand partnerships. That is going to be very lucrative for you. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so here's a question. Should I have been making, oh, I should have been making money already, but everything requires to make money and money was limited. So let me just share this with you. When I got started, everything don't cost money. You got to get creative out here. Again, if you are online, there's no reason why you can't be making money online, especially after COVID. And I started on Facebook for free. I started a business page. When you start a business page, you can determine what kind of page you want to have. And I decided, I clicked on show page because I knew I wanted to have a talk show. I didn't know where it would lead to. I knew I just wanted to start it. I was hosting an event and the Lord brought it to my mind and I did it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then I said, oh, I'm going to do this long term. And then it turned into a full-fledged business. Right. And now Facebook is my second largest. I have my second largest audience on Facebook. Facebook is like that's where I started. That's where I hang out at. Right. I hang out on YouTube and on Facebook because that's where my people are at. Right. So it didn't cost me any money to hit that live button and start talking. When I decided to get serious about YouTube, which was right before COVID. It was at the right time when I got serious about YouTube. When you get serious, everything is going to conspire to help you. All the resources, everything that you need is going to show up for you. And I decided, I started the page. I moved my videos over from my other page, the ones that I wanted. And I started being consistent with broadcasting on YouTube. And it was just at the right time. We blew up during COVID because I leveraged my platform to educate business owners on and share resources with them, educate them on how to get the COVID relief, how to get grants and other types of funding. And we still do that today. That was at a very difficult time, and business owners are still having that difficult time, and they still need a go-to resource. So who is it? We are, right? So again, go back to the other videos I talked about branding. You have to brand yourself. Everybody knows me as the she boss. Everybody knows me as the grant guru or the funding guru or the marketing guru. So what do you want to be known for? And we are known to be the go-to resource for small business. What do you want to be known for? And then just make it happen. But again, when I decided to start my YouTube channel, it didn't cost me any money. That's the thing. These platforms don't charge you any money. You get to be on these platforms for free. They're giving you a free opportunity, entrepreneurs and business owners, and you're not taking advantage of it. Why not take advantage of it? And it's free. Right? YouTube is free. Facebook don't charge me. YouTube don't charge me. None of these platforms charge. Now, they recently started charging for check verifications, but if you could choose to do that or not. Right? And so it's just a matter of you turning on your video on your phone, on your laptop, and start sharing some information, content. Okay? Start sharing your content. Okay, so someone asked about what is micro. So you can, again, go back and rewatch it, but micro is between 10,000 and 5,000 followers. So nano is the lowest, micro is right above that. It's starting at 10,000. Mid-tier is where we are. That starts at 50,000. Macro is above 500,000, and mega is above 1 million. So I hope that's helpful for you. Yeah. So again, everything does not require money. All these platforms. And then they're giving you monetization features. They're helping you make more money. They're helping you get in front of more people. I mean, Facebook, now you don't even have to have a business page. They brought the business page to you. Now on your personal page, you have to be invited still, but you can be invited to have a account in professional mode. And build your audience there and get sponsors right there on your personal page. So we do both. We're active on I'm active on my business page, and I'm active on my personal page. As soon as that they invited me, I turned that thing right on, and that increased my followers. I mean, overnight I went from like 2,000 followers to 5,000, and I think now we're almost at 8,000. This is on my personal page. You want to reach more people. You got to, like Tabitha said, you want to reach more than just your family and friends. And you got to open up those profiles. Make your profiles public. Turn on professional mode when you're invited. And to be invited, you don't know when you're going to be invited. You need to be putting out content. Because people are like, how do I get invited? Start putting out content. And be consistent about it. And then you'll see that you'll be invited to set up a professional mode. And then you'll be able to see insights into your following. Like, I got a notification. It said, congratulations, like 150 days in a row, you've grown your visibility. I mean, that's huge. So they're giving you, Facebook is giving you insights into your content, what it is that you're doing, what's working, and just do more of that. All of these platforms will do that for you. Thank you so much. And I hope I'm getting your name right, Miss Oliver. The Yolanda. She says, you're right, I'm learning, but I had to do many things I wanted to share and got crossed. Oh, okay. So this is the thing is, again, pick your platform. What about TikTok? Can you use your personal account? Yes, these platforms you can just designate if it's going to be a personal or business or creator account. I think on TikTok we have a business account. I think on YouTube, not on Instagram, you can have a personal account. We do not have a personal account. I have a business account, She Boss Talk. But you can have a personal, a creator account, or a business account on Instagram. So just go into your settings on any account, and it'll tell you. Start really looking into the platforms that you're on, and look at what it is that they have going on. Look at your settings. It will tell you what it is that they offer. Okay. How to get paid for the content. Okay, so you have not been sure of how to get paid for the content. This is just one of the many ways to get paid for content. Okay, like on the same, again, I'm gonna drop it in the comments, and I talked about this in either part 1 or part 2. Let me see. I mean, there's so many. Affiliate marketing, brand ambassadorships, sponsored content, gifting, where it's some influencers out here, they don't pay for anything because the brands gift them everything. The clothes that they're wearing are gifted to them. They don't pay for any of that stuff. Giveaways and contests, caption mentions, special shout outs, even something they call platform takeovers, when an influencer creates content for a brand's account, right, for a specific duration of time. They're more popular on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. So that's something even I'm going to look even more into, for our company. But this is a goal of ours. We're very strategic about, our partnerships, and know that it doesn't have to be super big brands that you're partner with. Partner with other entrepreneurs and business owners as yourselves. That's why I said we need to do more collaborative effort. There's peers that they have a podcast, or they have a show, they have a blog, that you can get a feature in, but be willing to invest, right? Everybody has a budget. So decide on what your budget is and what's going to get you, more return. But it's building your brand awareness in front of the right people. And just know when you're paying what your goal is. Is it to get more brand awareness, get more visibility? Is it to get more followers? Is it to gain more engagement on a page or for a particular event or program? Or is it to get more sales, more signups? So just know the goal. Is it to sell more books? Like, we've helped people sell their books, so many things. So these are just, again, a few of the opportunities that are out there to help you generate passive income in 10K months doing it. So all of you all can do it. All of you all can do it. So what I would just ask, if there are entrepreneurs, business owners, or someone that you just know, period, in your family, peers that are looking to make more money. I don't know who's not looking to make more money. They're struggling to make money. Share this video with them, tag them in this video, and you tell your story. Use your story. Your story has value. Create content around your story, and see what hits. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be hard. Just do what you're already doing. Tell your story, whatever that is. I mean, from even if you're ex-felons, I hear from them on how difficult it is to get into corporate America and getting shut down and blocked and all this. Become an entrepreneur, become a content creator. You don't have to have a degree. They don't care if if you're ex-felon. They don't care about none of that stuff, right? And there's an audience you can appeal to, right? So maybe your content is how do you navigate being, a felon? Then who is your audience? Other ex-felons that's trying to get where you are, or talk about how you were able to accomplish what you accomplished. Maybe your target is single moms. You could talk about, your challenges and how you navigate being a single mom or a new mom or a pregnant mom. You pick it, whatever it is, whatever your story is, pick whatever your story is and start telling it. Start sharing it. And do it using video content. That's going to get you the biggest results, in my opinion. That's been my experience. But do what works for you. That works for me. But let's go out here and make this money. Go back to part 1 and part 2. Save all of them and just reference them whenever you need to. I'm going to come back on next week. I'm going to bring some special guests on who are content creators, and we're all going to share our experience with brand partnerships. Okay. So you get to hear from some other peers that are doing the same thing. This is all to help you get empowered to go take that action to do it. Because if I'm doing it and they're doing it, you can do it too. Let's go make this 10K per month. We've given you the blueprint in a 3-part series. Meet us next week. We'll have more special guests on to talk about their brand partnership experiences. As always, continue to be the boss with Amplify Impact, and have a wonderful day.